Morning, Facebook. Tim Anderson. It's about 9 a.m. On Wednesday. So I'm going to make my videos shorter so that hopefully more people will watch them. I'm going to try to keep them at 5 minutes. Dump as much information as I can for the day, too, so that you know what's going on. Tonight, Suffolk is still refusing to put the sanctuary constitutional city on the agenda. So I'm going to go out there and we're going to have a conversation with the Suffolk City Council about that. I hope there is a big turnout. Last night in York, people were standing out in the rain. So it's going to be a good night tonight, clear night. I hope a lot of people show up. I hope it is an overwhelming amount of folks. I do know that the media, some media is going to be there, even maybe some national media. So this is a good time for a big showing from the Second Amendment community. I have heard from multiple sources, and I would consider these sources to be legitimate, that there is a anticipated Antifa rally, anti-protest that's going to happen on Lobby Day on January 20th. I've heard so much as things that they are going to come dressed as Confederate soldiers, acting like they are part of the Second Amendment movement and causing trouble for the purposes of making the movement look radical. So keep that in mind when you are going there. There are going to be people inciting, likely people that are going to be inciting violence. There's going to be people that actually may be engaging in violence, and it is a very unfortunate thing that we are seeing that happen and seeing that type of action mobilize. Now, again, these are all at this point rumors and speculation. I do not have a pulse on the Antifa network, but there does seem to be some ideas that there is going to be counter-protesters that may actually be impersonating Second Amendment folks. So, a couple of things I want you to think about. One, bringing any type of firearms or firearm demonstrations is probably going to make you look a little crazy. All right, now keep in mind the world is watching that event. If you're out there waving guns around or we're doing something, that's what the media is going to focus on, is the person who's acting in a grandstandish kind of a way. Being calm, being respectful, being soft-spoken. These are important things. It's not the voice that is going to be heard on January 20th. It's the numbers. If hundreds of thousands of people show up, that will speak for itself. You don't need to say another word. Just you're there and you're outside and you're supporting the Second Amendment. I think that certainly there will be some organized counter-protesters, and hopefully they will be organized in a way that supports their side. I hope that they do not impersonate Second Amendment folks and try to make it look like, and then act foolishly for the purposes of making this movement look in any way crazy. However, just understand, you are only responsible for yourself and how you act. Engaging with these people in some type of confrontational way is going to be picked up by the media, and that is what is going to headline. Remember, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the motto for the media. So if there's some type of a confrontation, that's what's going to be shown. There could be 200,000 people there peacefully protesting, and 4 guys are getting in a fight, and that's what the media is going to report on. I don't know who and how people are speaking. I can certainly tell you I have not been approached by anybody to speak. I don't know who's organizing that side of it. Maybe the VCDL could come out with a little bit more of a agenda of what they're going to do and how they're going to organize this and who's going to speak and who's not. I'm certainly not asking to speak. I'm just saying I have not been asked to, and I don't know who are the planned speakers. So maybe the VCDL could start releasing some information on that. That would be great. All right. So tonight, Suffolk, that's a big one. That's where I want to see everyone. I would like to make sure that if you are going to be going to Lobby Day, that you just keep this in mind, be calm, and I'm going to say this a bunch of times, be calm, you can only control yourself, and be respectful. If everybody acts that way, the quiet message will be sent. The people that are acting crazy are what's going to be reported. So if you hear anything more that's from a legitimate source about any type of organizations counter-protesting, please send them to me and I'll pass those out if they're legitimate. And finally, thank you so much for all the people who have volunteered to help me move these Facebook videos onto YouTube. I found somebody. I think somebody has given me some pretty good options. Ask the Facebook community for some help, and I got like 300 people willing to step up. So thank you so much for that. I will see you guys tonight in Suffolk. Very important that you're there. If you live anywhere in Hampton Roads or within an hour's drive of Suffolk, I hope you're there. You don't have to speak. Just show up. They're refusing to put it on the agenda, and we need to have a clear, solid voice of support that we want this on the agenda so that they will vote on it. Have a great day, Facebook. We'll see you tonight in Suffolk.